There's definitely been an accident. Oh my goodness, this is just too dangerous. Now the auger's plugged. And it's really, really bad weather right now. Drama on the farm. Okay, well this is kind of where we left off yesterday. I was in the car. It was lousy weather. So it is yesterday, today. And I'm going to show you what's been going on all day. So stay with us. As you can see, as I head back with the coffees for everyone, the weather is quite deteriorated. I've just arrived at the farm and there's definitely been an accident. There's a wagon tipped over there and right in the field. And we told this neighbor that they needed to fix those tiles because there was a soft spot, and I'm guessing that's exactly where it was. Not good. That's the big expensive wagon. So that's why Arnie was late. Here comes a whole bunch of vehicles and stuff. Not good. We'll drive up there now.
Well, looks like they have a problem here. We're stuck. 15 ton on a wagon. That would be my first problem with a 15-ton wagon. I'm thinking if it tips over anymore, it's going to lay on the side. Yeah, there's a high potential this wagon's going to dump on the side. Anyways, we're going to try to get it empty. I don't know how, but we'll figure it out.
This is a very bad thing to happen. Apparently that wagon's got 15 ton of grain in it too. I'm gonna walk over there. But yeah, we always try to keep our properties rock free and safe for these operators coming in with all this heavy equipment. And that's the problem when you rent property. We had mentioned that there was a tile leaking here and that it should be fixed, but it's really expensive to fix tiles, and I'm guessing they didn't, and that this could cost Cody a lot of money in repairs on these expensive new wagons of his. Not good. And then you worry that because this has happened here that they won't want to come back. That's why we go out of our way to try and make the operators as happy as possible, because we want them back. But this is not a good thing. See it over there, you can see that it's full of corn, so it's going to be super heavy. And it's on its side. They're really afraid it's going to tip over. The worst part, well, I guess the best part, is that so far nobody's been hurt. But somebody could have been seriously hurt with a wagon tipping over attached to a tractor. So we're lucky for that. Because with farming, I think farming has the most accident-related deaths of all professions. Here you can see where the combine went around this little area, because you can see the ice here. This is where the tile was broken and the water was pooling. So it's forming kind of like a pond. You have to get your tiles fixed or it actually degrades your property and turns it swampy. But yeah, these people aren't farmers, so I can see why they don't want to get it tile drained, but even for resale value, it greatly increases the value of your property. And you can see there's a whole area there where we didn't at all plant any corn because it was too wet as well from the leakage. But we're seriously hoping that there's no damage done to this gravity bin. See, this is the little one, but these are the big new ones he bought. And I'm guessing with that kind of weight and at that kind of angle, there's going to be a lot of damage done to the undercarriage. Really, really bad. I feel terrible. And yeah, I don't know why they're digging where the lean is, because my fear would be that that's going to tip on top of them. Like, that does not seem safe to me. And unless someone had it chained on the other side so that it wouldn't tip, but they don't. Not good. This is really bad. I don't even see the back wheel. I don't even know how it could have sunk down that much. Oh my goodness, the wheel's right down. It is still on way down in there. This is unbelievable. I guess the plan here is they're gonna try open that bottom thing and let all our corn out, which I understand they have to do. But it's just one of those years where we've lost so many crops. But this is something you can't prevent. We do have a little auger here, so maybe they're going to try scoop it off the ground when it comes out. But I still don't know how he's going to get this out of here. Because if the ground is that damp, which I'm shocked that it is, because it doesn't really look that bad. But I don't know how they'll get anything in here to pull it out. Oh my goodness, this is just too dangerous. He says it's okay, but it's definitely not okay to be sitting there. Extremely dangerous. You can't pay people enough for this kind of thing. It's so dangerous.
That was just up before the issue at the bottom there. The other one over top. Wasn't it? What's that? It was just one over top. So what if you lose some of the bottom?
hopefully this will work. They gotta get that heavy weight out of there. I keep telling the guy in the hole to get out of the hole. Now the auger's plugged. Oh my goodness. I feel like we've had a lot of bad luck this year. Mouse nest. The mouse nest. There was a mouse nest in the auger. We got the mouse nest out. Now it should work. But now we got two guys in the bin too. Now this guy's tractor is holding up this wagon from tipping. But I wouldn't trust that. So there's 16 tons of corn in this wagon. So this could take a while because it's draining pretty slowly. So far you can't even see the difference. This is a small wagon they're putting it into. I guess they're afraid to bring the big ones over here. But I guess we're going to have to keep trying to fill it up these small ones, which have no covers. But it's barely denting the corn that's in there. And the snow's right on its way. Oh dear. You can see it's coming down a little now. They just unhooked the wagon that Arnie's in. Because like I said, this wagon here that's in here is way too big. And we're going to need quite a few little wagons to unload this big one. And now the snow is starting. So I would say we're definitely not going to get all the corn off because I feel it's like sleet right now. I don't know if you can see it, but I imagine we got a few hours maybe to get this out. Looked like it was all going so well. Okay, Cody's coming back with another bin. So that's two. I'm gonna run home and make coffee for all these guys and come back. Because it's really cold. I'm walking back to the car. If you listen carefully, you can hear this is freezing rain right now. Listen to the sound on the corn. The corn is definitely done for today, and I don't know when we'll be able to get back to it. Apparently, the trucker for the elevators is planning on coming here to pick up some of the loads of corn we have, but I don't know how much loads of corn we're gonna have since it's been shut down, because most of it's already in our bin, and the surplus, I think there's 2 full wagons, but yeah, you just never know what's going to happen when you head out to the fields. This morning the sound when I walked by here was the sound of wind through the leaves. Right now we got the sound of freezing rain on the leaves. Just in the time it took me to get down the field there, you can see the snow on my windshield, and it's accumulating outside the road too. Okay, I'm heading back. It's still on its side. Looks like the grain might be out, or a lot of it out, but we'll go up closer. So I've been gone about 45 minutes, and there's still that much corn left. And it's really, really bad weather right now. It's soaking wet. Guy's been in the hole for Brandon here. Been in the hole for a couple hours now. He won't take the coffee. These guys up here all have coffees. The problem now is, aside from the wagon being stuck, is all this grain is getting soaking wet, and it's not supposed to go in the trucks wet. So I don't know what happens to all this. Drama on the farm. This is why I say never complain about those boring days where everything's same old, because you definitely don't want this. And you know, on a farm, this is always going to happen. I've been sitting here for about half an hour now watching this guy in the hole. So what he's doing is he's scooping the corn down towards the auger. He's making sure the auger doesn't bung up. Because it's not really at the right angle to be flowing out fast. So it's got to come out really slowly. And from what you've seen of our videos and the problem we have getting help around here, I don't know where you'd find a guy who would sit in a hole scooping corn in the freezing rain for hours on end like this. Like in the olden days, yeah, but this is very rare nowadays. Gotta give him a gold star for sure. So now 2 of them are in the hole because it's just not flowing out of the wagon very well. Not at the right angle for it to come out, I guess. And they're basically having to hand bomb all the corn out. And it's starting to get dark. And Cody has milk cows that have to be milked in half an hour. The good good thing is that the corn is going down now. But there's still a lot in there. It's still raining, it's still freezing cold, and it's getting darker. Well, I went back home to see what Arnie was up to. And looks like the truck is here. Oh dear. These guys don't normally work in the rain, but we're in dire straits right now. Snow might almost be better than this freezing rain. Oh, goodness. It is so cold and so wet. That guy, when he climbed out of the hole, his boot was flooded. Boots were flooded with water. He's gonna get frostbite. What?
What's happening?
They're still out trying to get it out.
Unloading it?
Okay. They're almost there, but it just isn't coming out, eh? So this isn't good for the trucker either. They don't like wet corn. It sticks in those, I guess those wagons. And plus now with the freezing, they're all gonna freeze together. So this is not turning out to be a good day for anyone. But he has a beautiful truck. I just got back into the house. They're still trying to get the grain out of the wagon in the field. Not only that, but the wagon itself. I don't know if they're just going to leave it there for the night and hope to dig it out some other day. And the guy's a little upset with the grain hauler because he doesn't like to be dealing with wet grain. Everybody's soaking wet and freezing cold. And I've come into the house because I can't take it anymore. I'm really cold, really wet. I'm gonna get warmed up. And we'll see if we can have an ending to this today. Right now, the corn stove is also out. It's out of grain and it needs to be emptied out and cleaned. Arnie's not going to want to hear that when he comes in. So it's starting to get cold in the house now too. You just gotta love some days.